and also I found that quite confusing. Like as a candidate, I'd be like, "What are you talking about?"
Like, also, like, are you saying my method does work, or are you saying it doesn't work?
Yeah, I think that's. Do you know who posted about this problem the other day? And it was a really good post. Was Tim Davey?
Oh, really?
Interview.
Yeah.
He posted saying, look, I totally get why people moan about recruiters not coming back to them. I get it, but this is the situation. I've just put X ad up.
Yeah.
I've had X amount of applications. It was a lot. And about, like, basically most of them were completely irrelevant. And he was like, I have not got time to go back to all those people. And when I say irrelevant, we're talking, like, he's looking for an infrastructure engineer. We've got a cleaner applying.
Yeah.
And it's like, I haven't got time to go through all those 90-odd people and tell you you're not right. Or even email. So I'm not going to come back to you. No. So
and God forbid you send an auto message, because then you get pulled up for sending an automatic message and not caring enough. Yeah,
but if you are not relevant in any way, you can't expect a response. You shouldn't be applying for things. But if you are slightly relevant, that's different. Yeah. He was saying, of course I'll come back to you. But I haven't got time to be ringing up all the cleaners and bus drivers that have applied. Yeah. For an IT infrastructure engineer. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
If you're in the right sphere, then it warrants a callback. And that's how...
because it could lead to something else.
Exactly. But if it is wildly not matching, then no, I wouldn't. It's a really tricky one, isn't it? Because I think a lot of people are desperate for work at the moment, and a lot of people are looking for work, and I feel for anyone that's having a struggle. Do you know what? There's a guy
There's a lot of posts I'm seeing where people are struggling.
There's a guy I went to school with, Howard, I'm sure he wouldn't mind mentioning it, Howard Hall. He worked at Barclays for like 10 years or 12 years or something silly like that, and then got made redundant, maybe. Hopefully I'm not butchering this. He was looking for a job for 16 months or something like that. Like, he's a university graduate, he's a people person, like he's worked at Barclays for many years, and couldn't get a job for ages. He recently has got one though. But one thing I would say is people are desperate to find jobs. They don't need a nasty message like that, if I'm honest. That's just not warranted. Like, that's just a bit of a douchey response in my opinion. But I think job boards and bloody LinkedIn have to take some of the brunt for this, because they
should be some qualifying questions or something.
They're leaning into the fact that people are desperate for job and want to get bulk applications out the door, because then they feel like they're progressing in their job search. So they've created this feature which actually doesn't serve a good purpose at all. And again, they're just serving their own purpose of, we're providing something nicer experience for our users, because they feel like they can apply to loads of jobs quickly. Flip side, LinkedIn are charging bloody fortunes for job slots. So we're paying for job slots
with the relevant people
with
applying.
The relevant candidates. But it's their algo match. It's their algorithm that matches people. So you say you want an
they email
manager,
and stuff, don't they?
And then all of a sudden click. And then what does it do? It just creates noise. So yeah, fuck you LinkedIn and fuck you job boards, man. Like, for fucking it up for everyone. Just fucked
Let's not make this into a short, because we'll get shadow banned.
Sorry, yeah. Maybe we'll bleep out LinkedIn, Tom.
Yeah, we can say that, because the long form is actually just going to go on YouTube, and YouTube might quite like that. But it is annoying, and I get the underlying message in it. Yeah. But that message is
douchey.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
Not great. Right, we're on posts, aren't we? Just trying to go into my folder and have a look for mine.
I just see my next one, and it's making me laugh. So
is it?
Look at it. My next one is a very stupid one, though.
Is it? Right, mine's still loading. So I'm just thinking I'm going to start. Do I start with a funny one or the more serious? Right, I'm going to start with the funny one. I actually had this for last episode and I forgot about it, and I found it. I was like, yes, I am so glad I found this. So it's an agency I know of in Bristol. One of the co-founders posted a screenshot of a Gumtree conversation.
Oh, well, the advert, like the selling marketplace.
Yeah. And his name's Jan Alexander de Swart, I think his name is.
Posh.
Yeah. They are quite posh, actually. Really nice guys, but posh. So he put listed 6 rattan, is it rattan chairs?
Rattan, yeah.
Yeah, on Gumtree, free to collect. Expected plot, are they still available? Arrange collection, wave goodbye to the chairs. They're free, right? So that's what you'd expect. Actual plot, an abrupt dive into unexpected personal drama, a slightly too personal question, and then nothing, ghosted. Final scene, me alone, holding the chairs, wondering if John ever found closure. So the message, right, is, obviously this will come up on the screen. Hi, Jan, I'm John. You okay? You still have the rattan chairs. Cheers, John. Kiss. It's quite nice to put a kiss, isn't it? So he just put yes. And then he said, oh, hi, Jan. I'm only 2 miles from you. Are they heavy? Kiss. No, standard chair weight. It's just my wife has been cheating on me. I'm sorting house and garden out. Kiss. She went with 2 black guys at the same time at a hen party last month. Another kiss. You ever been cheated on before? Kiss. Is it okay to pop round tonight? Say 8 p.m. Kiss. And he put nightmare, not to my knowledge. Busy today. Tomorrow should work. It just made me laugh. It was like, not to my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge.
But like oversharing to the max reminds me of Luke on our last episode. Yeah. But just cracks me up. Like vintage Gumtree, anything like that. Yeah. You get the messages you get from people. Yeah. I just thought that was fucking brilliant. Yeah, that's absolutely so brilliant.
That's so good.
So
Cheryl's
funny.
going through that at the moment because she's trying to get rid of all the like the baby stuff that we got on
Vinted,
Facebook, on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
Facebook Marketplace, that's another one.
But the good thing about Facebook Marketplace is you can go look at people's profiles and work out how much of a wrong they are.
Oh, God, honestly, people are like unbelievable. I get
oversharing was so good there.
Oh, like the massive overshare.
Not to my knowledge.
But just the way he responded, like, not to my knowledge, like, just not, like,
swerved it.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. He just, swerved. And then got ghosted. Imagine waiting, thinking, like, where's this guy picking his shares up then? And the lack of question marks, but the amount of kisses. Yeah, the ratio wasn't quite right there.
Do you know what? It's weird. Kissing exes is an interesting one, isn't it? Because even in my work life now, I've got the odd client that will randomly throw a kiss in a message with me now. But I mean, I've been working with them for a long time. But I'm always a little bit like, as soon as I see it, I'm always like, what? Yeah,
it's a funny one, right? So I get so some of the consultants I work with, I get like, well, and the managers, I get really close to them.
Yeah.
Like professionally close.
Yeah,
Just want to put that out there. But then some of the girls will start putting kisses on the end, and I call people love, don't I? Right, yeah. That's my tip. So I start like, hi, love, you all right? So, but I don't look at it. It's never, the message is never inappropriate around it. So I just think it's just endearing.
Yeah. I know, but some people do get weird about that, don't they?
It's just one kiss. If it was like 10 kisses, I'd be like, okay, chill out.
Mine's lovely. If I ever say hello, lovely, lovely is always.
Don't say that to me.
Well, yeah, you're Ness, innit? You're just Ness. I think he's lovely. Sarah McGinn's always a lovely.
Yeah.
Kate, Alda.
Yeah, it's a term of endearment.
Yeah. Mine's another LinkedIn DM screenshot.
Oh.
Yeah. This is just so stupid.
There's a lot more of these being called out now.
I know, yeah. This one just made me chuckle because it is just a bit stupid and funny. Okay, so the first message is the recruiter. The auto response thing is giving away her first name, but we'll block that out when we put it out.
Tom will do his magic.
So, LinkedIn DM, here's the message from a recruiter to a candidate. Hi, X. Great implementation background. I'm working with a leading SaaS-based platform in the construction space, seeking an implementation manager. Great hiring manager, remote. Interested? ? Talk soon! ! Reply comes back within 3 minutes. I can see the timeline here. Sure, I'd love to hear you out. A few days later, message from the recruiter.
3 days?
A few days later, I think it is. Message from the recruiter. Hi, X. Do you have implementation experience? It's like, you fucking opened your message to them saying they've got great implementation background, ! And now you've gone back and said...
Do you think it's an auto message?
It must be a blanket message, right?
Oh, this really annoys me.
Must be a blanket message, but what a rubbish bit of... Look at it. It is just look at the to and fro on it.
It's just going to annoy me.
It's just that it's like, and you can understand why candidates or people get frustrated having to deal with recruiters.
Right, I'm going to really pick this apart now, but this is just how my fractional sales director brain works. Right, cheeky plug. First of all, the second message: do you have implementation experience? ? How about tell me more? What implementation experience? Exactly. That would have landed.
That would have landed well.
And she could have got away with it.
Or get them on a call. Yeah.
Or when are you free for a chat?
Yeah.
But if we go back a step, First of all, why are you saying to a candidate and a great hiring manager? They don't call them hiring managers. That's our fucking terminology. Yeah. Say great manager or leader in the business or whatever. I just think there's like, this is lazy and lazy. There's nothing else I can say about it.
It's lazy. And also not checking what you first message. So I've used automated emails. I've done bulk message campaigns before on LinkedIn as a recruiter, as a salesperson for my own business.
But that would come up in the chat.
You would see it in the chat. So the first thing you do when you get a LinkedIn reply, what did I say to this person to get the reply?
Scroll it takes seconds to look at the history. Because, she could have, first of all, 3 days is fucking pathetic to get back to somebody that says, I'm interested.
I'm interested. For them to having messaged you 3 minutes.
3 days.
And they messaged you 3 minutes after your first message.
That's a bite there, yeah? So I'd be like, when are you free? Let's get on a call.
Yeah.
Lazy.
Oh,
it didn't go off.
No, this.
I know it's not relevant.
But it's the level of anger.
It's the level of anger.
It's the level of anger. We actually need one of those buttons in that voice for basically everything. We need one that's lazy recruitment. Don't do it. Get on the phone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Or just like a Britain's Got Talent buzzer. Yeah. You know, the one where they're a no.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to get this one. For the season 2, I'm getting this one.
Fuck, it's a great idea.
And we're going to leave it there.
Yes.
So we can slam it when we don't like something.
Yeah, and then should we get a golden buzzer in? And then we can have something that takes the
Tom,
wind.
do you reckon we can get like thing, you know when they press it on Britain's Got Talent and all the gold sparkles come down from the ceiling? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Is it in budget?
In budget.
Yeah, we're on season 2, we're levelling up.
Yeah, I love it. So that one just made me giggle.
Well, this leads, do you know what? This actually leads quite nicely into my post, I think, right? Because... Okay, so I ammed and ahed, right, about choosing this, but I genuinely want your honest opinion on it.
Yeah.
And I read it and I was quite baffled, to be honest. Oh, okay. So this is a post from somebody who is like a trainer for our industry.
Okay.
Okay, so just bear that in mind, right?
Do I know them?
I don't think you will. Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe not. Oh no, I've cut the top of the post off. Hold on, bear with, I can find it. Oh no, I've got it. Okay. Recruitment mistakes I've made, part 1.
Whoa.
We have all made this mistake, but unfortunately, most still are making it and are completely unaware how badly it's affecting them. When I first started, I won a client who had a couple of roles on. They were a medium-sized company for the industry and were looking to expand. They had won plenty of work and just needed some people to fulfill it. I agreed decent terms and exclusivity. I thought I had hit the jackpot, but I assume he means hit the jackpot, as they were going to be hiring 10 plus people over the next 12 months. I set to work and found some quality candidates. They loved them and booked in interviews. Interview day came and I was in a great mood as I was sure I had a few placements come in. Then disaster strikes. They didn't turn up to the interview. But this is not what you think. My candidate was there. I think he means candidates because he was saying, multiple people, but the client wasn't. I spent the morning trying to chase them down and keep my candidates updated. I managed to reschedule the interviews, panic over. That is until the new interview day. They didn't turn up again.
Oh, God.
They assured me that they wanted to see them and make a hire, but something had come up. Reluctantly, I rearranged again. Just going to calm myself down at this point, okay? And keep my fingers crossed. 3rd time's a charm, or so I thought, a 3rd no-show. I cancelled all the interviews and stopped working with them. Unfortunately, I'm not done yet. This post carries on.
Oh, wow.
A few months later, I had a great candidate who was looking for work and needed a job ASAP. They were hiring, as in the client, the 3rd timers, right? I pre-warned the candidate about what had happened and we agreed to go for it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. They were keen to see him and assured me that it wouldn't happen again as they had someone else dealing with recruitment now. But would you believe it? It happened again.
No.
This was the client that taught me how to be more selective with my clients and ruthless with my time and who I spend it on. This is one of the many things that I coach recruiters on in his Recruitment Academy. If you want to sign up, blah, 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 blah. Before I say my piece on this, can I get your listening to this post?
Yeah.
from the perspective of you've been a recruiter.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Shit show of a client, like obviously, like no showing as a client or as a human being, no showing to an interview and someone's coming into interview is rubbish. To let it happen a third time is probably, I think after the second, it should have just been completely cut off and go. And also, I would probably rather take people out of that organization than I would do want to place people in there just because of how it's been. Actually, great story to tell in the marketplace about it. So I would never have gone down the route of doing it fourth. I mean, the one saving grace on it is that there was that element of transparency at the end for the fourth time.
I still wouldn't have done it.
I still wouldn't have done it. No way.
I wouldn't be giving a company like that a decent...
Not attach my name to it.
No.
But then at the same time, I would say I had an example on Monday. We were talking about a client. This is one of my agency clients I'm working with. They've got a client who's rubbish at giving any sort of feedback, literally take forever to come back. Like, not an A-grade client, although they pay well, fees are good. And if you put something in front of them that's good, they'll rush them
that's
through
different.
Because you've done business
Taking
there before.
ages to come back and you've got proof because you've done business before is very different. But that is terrible. Not showing up because something came up.
Was it the same person?
The same,
the first three was the same.
They're all the same.
First three was the same manager though, wasn't it? Or same person?
They're all of them.
Oh man.
So there's a couple. So why this bothered me, and I did comment and call it out, is so first of all, that person, it sounds like, had just started in recruitment. What manager is letting... Apparently, I called this out and the person said, it's happening all the time in the agencies I go into. I'm sorry, I haven't been into an agency in my whole 5 years of running my business that would let that happen. They wouldn't let it get past 2.
I don't think... I
don't think that's happening.
I think I can count on one hand. The amount of times a client has missed an interview in 15 years.
Well, first of all, this could be completely made up.
Well, yeah.
For the sake of a post.
Yeah. You don't know. Yeah.
But second of all, I think it's worrying. So I'm reading this thinking, right, you're meant to be somebody that's going in to these businesses and helping better practices.
Yeah.
But that's, I don't know. So first of all, I think what manager... He must have had a very hands-off manager that didn't know what was going on. Because I'm telling you now, there's not many managers that would be like, no, you are not booking them in again. Like, that is not happening.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But, and somebody else commented, another L&D person, but that's what the market's like at the moment. People are desperate for jobs to work in anything. I'm not seeing that in any of the businesses I'm speaking to. They might need business and work, but they're not doing that. I just read it and I thought, this is a load of shit.
I feel like sometimes some of those posts, you'd hope it's a real story anyway. You'd hope it's a real thing. But I feel like some of those stories or real life accounts, they just perpetuate that message about desperation in the marketplace and stuff. Like, I'm not being funny. You'd have to do such a job on a candidate to convince them to go back in for a third time for a no-show.
Well, this is what I mean. Unless they were different candidates. Who knows, right? Yeah. But my main bugbear with this is, and I'm not just talking about this person specifically. We both know there's more people like that out there like this. People going into L&D and saying they're trainers and coaches that have barely taken a breath as a consultant. I'm talking like a year.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest. I spoke about it on Jamie Burrows' podcast. I think it was Jamie Burrows' podcast or someone else's. No, I spoke about it on Derry's podcast, on the One Up one. And I remember saying to him, I was like, when I set my business up, because you've been doing this longer than I have, haven't you?
Yeah.
But when I set my business up, I think there were 5 or 6 people that set up their consultancies around the same time. I did that in inverted commas because we call them different things, not because I don't think they're real consultancies. And we all set up our businesses at different times. And I think in that first year, we just all bled into each other, because we needed to work, right? We needed to pay a mortgage, I needed to feed my kids. So we all took work on that we probably shouldn't have done. Now we've all stabilized. I'd say about half have gone back in-house and disappeared so it's less crowded now than it was 2 years ago. And the ones that have left, we've all found our lane. So actually, all of a sudden, we're now passing each other work or doing it on the same paper.
Yeah, it's nice when it's like that.
But the ones that have stayed, the course and are being successful versus the ones that dropped off, the biggest difference is the level of experience they had on the tools or as recruiters. I do ops consulting, rec tech consulting, ops consulting, and a bit of performance stuff. But most of the ones that are still around have done recruitment
Cut their
or
teeth.
been in agency settings for longer than X amount of time.